Today's edition, multiplying polynomials. All right, here we go. So today we're going to take a binomial and multiply it with a trinomial. So I'm going to set up my little box, but this time I got a two on the side and 3 on the top. So that means I'm going to put my 2x plus 3 here. And then I'm going to put my 3x squared minus 4x plus 2. All right, so that's that right there. Okay, so let's blow this up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to take 2 and multiply it with 3, right? It's 2 times 3. If you're not sure, type it in. 2 times 3. Oh, 6. And that has squared, that has an x, so now this is x cubed. All right, 2 and negative 4. So now you're going to multiply it by a negative 4. Negative 8. That has an x, that has an x, so x squared. Now I'm going to take this 2 and multiply it with that 2. 4. So this is a positive 4. He doesn't have an x, but he has an x, so let's put an x on him. All right, so now let's go down here. So now I'm going to change this to a 3, and I'm going to take this 3, and I'm going to multiply them to that, and that. So 3 times 3. So this is 9. And that's x squared. That doesn't have anything, so this is going to be x squared. Then I'm going to take this 3 and multiply it with negative 4. So get that out of there, negative 4. That's negative 12. That has an x, that doesn't. And then I'm going to take 2 and multiply it with 3. And that's 6. Again, we're multiplying. So I multiplied all the numbers to get into the box. Now I want to see, do I have like terms? And if I have like terms, then I am going to add them together. So now I grab my highlighter. I say, okay, I got x cubed, I got x squared, I got 4. Oh, x squared. Oh, 9x squared. Okay. And nothing else is an x squared. Okay. So we have 6x cubed. 9 and 8, so we're adding those now. I have a 9 plus a negative 8, and that's 1. So this is 1x squared. And then I look and say, okay, do I have any more like terms? This has 4x. That has negative 12x. So again, we're going to type 4 minus 12. 4 minus 12, or 4 plus a negative 12, right? Same thing. It doesn't matter. So this is negative 8, attach the x. And then that 6, he's going to be written last because he doesn't combine with anybody. So again, you write these two guys here, and the combination of these two go there, and the combination of these two went there. All right, let's take a look at one more problem. Oh, now I don't have a box. Okay, well, let's draw our box. No big deal. We can draw a box. Make our box real big. We can make our box small. Like, it doesn't matter, man. We'll make it real big. Everything shows up real good. X plus 5. Negative 4x squared. Negative 2x plus 1. Okay, so we're going to multiply. Now we're taking a 1 and multiplying it with all this. Well, 1 times all that stuff is going to be all of that. So I'm going to have negative 4. This is an x squared, and that's x, so this is going to be x cubed. Negative 2. X and x is going to make that x squared. And then 1 times x is positive 1x. All right, now we're going to take 5 and multiply it. So maybe you need help with the 5. 5 and negative 4. Negative 20. That has x squared. That doesn't have anything. So this needs an x squared. 5 and negative 2. Negative 10. That doesn't have an x. That does, so I need an x there. And then 5 and 1. Again, we're multiplying. Plus 5. Okay, I'm going to write my first and my last. And then I'm going to take the combination of these two. So now we're adding negative 20 added with a negative 2 is negative 22. And then we're going to take our x values. We have positive 1 and negative 10. Again, we're adding a positive 1 with a negative 10, and that's negative 9. And we attach our x to that. All right, thanks for watching. Word.